I think my boyfriend is overreacting for breaking up with me over my caught cheating prank. My boyfriend posted here a few hours ago and shared the link with me to show me what people thought about what I did and that he is not overreacting. I thought I'd come on here and give my version of events for a more nuanced take. I planned a cheating prank with our close mutual friend several days ago. We were hanging out and scrolling through TikTok videos and came across prank shorts between couples. We went down the rabbit hole and ended up watching YouTube videos of cheating pranks, and I mentioned it would be funny to try a cheating prank on my boyfriend, to find out what his reaction would be. He said he would do one with me and I agreed, because it was someone my BF liked and trusted, so I thought it would be harmless. It started out as a hypothetical plan, but over the course of the conversation and while hashing out details, it turned into a real plan and we agreed to the day we would do it, when my BF would be out and come back home to find us together. We set up the camera and filmed ourselves talking about the prank, and set it up on top of the dresser in the bedroom and got into position. We were laughing throughout and it was all on video. To make it believable, I told him to take off his shirt. He said I should probably do the same, so we did. Then he thought it would be even more believable and provide that shock factor if we also took off our pants. In hindsight, this was a terrible idea, but I agreed to it. You know how the rest of the story went from his post. But what he didn't mention is that he refused to watch the video I recorded showing that it was a planned prank, that we only took off our clothes and got into sex position when we knew he was home. I understand that this prank was extra and hurtful to him, and for that I am sorry. But, I am not cheating on him and I did not mean to disrespect our relationship. I think him breaking up with me is a massive overreaction, because other than this incident which I now massively regret, our relationship was great. We shared 2 wonderful years together and moved in together over the summer. I plan on deleting the video and won't be sharing it on social media, but I will share it with him first for proof of my intentions. The girlfriend was voted YTA. Relevant comments. Get another friend to watch the video. OP, all our friends watched it and said it was obviously just a prank and I should not be breaking up with her over it. Comment. What does the video show they did? And what does he specifically have to say for himself man to man about betraying a friend's trust for a prank that wasn't even remotely funny? OP, never saw the video and I stopped answering his messages and calls. Comment. OP, you say you watched the video, in the edit you seem to say you haven't watched the video. Leaning towards this post being a prank. OP, in my original post I said, they showed me the video as I was leaving the house. I should have clarified, they were chasing me waving the camera with the video recording and were trying to show me the recording, but I left the house without seeing it. I haven't seen the video as of yet.
AITA for breaking up with my girlfriend because of a caught cheating prank? I, 26M, broke up with my girlfriend, 25F, of 2 years because of something that happened recently, and now my friends are saying I massively overreacted. So, a few days ago, my girlfriend and a close mutual friend decided to play a prank on me. The prank was that they filmed a scenario where I caught them in bed together, pretending they were hooking up. They set up a hidden camera in the bedroom, and when I walked in, I saw him in just boxers and my girlfriend in a bra and panties, straddling him, acting like they were mid-hookup. To make it more realistic, they even made some noises and tried to act like it was happening for real. I was shocked, furious, and immediately confronted them as I thought it was real at first, like an actual betrayal. And then I walked out of the room and started leaving the house, when they followed me screaming it was just a prank and then showed me the video they'd been recording. To be honest, I felt completely betrayed not just by the idea of the prank, but also because of how they had gotten undressed to film it. I know it's meant to be funny to some people, but for me, it felt disrespectful, and I was hurt. The whole thing felt like a violation of trust, even though I know they weren't actually cheating. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who would do something like that, and I ended things right there. She's devastated, and our friends have been telling me I overreacted. They think it was just a harmless prank and I should have taken it better. But I can't shake the feeling that it crossed a line for me, especially with how intimate and uncomfortable it felt to see them in that situation, even if it wasn't real. Now I'm left wondering if I made the right decision. I'm starting to doubt myself because everyone else seems to think I blew it out of proportion. Edit, she posted here earlier and sent me a link to her post. I know she wants me to watch the video to prove it was all set up and planned, but I feel she still doesn't get that I am upset about her disregard and disrespect for me and our relationship. Anyways, I am going to sign off for the night. Relevant comments. They're massive assholes. There are things it's okay to joke about or prank someone with. Fear of spiders? A rubber spider in a drawer is fine. Afraid of snakes? Putting a rubber snake on your driveway while you're at work is fine, most people will just drive over it or hit the brakes. But this is not something to prank someone with. You and her had an intimate bond, I assume, and she decided to pretend to have an intimate bond with someone else for a prank and film it. Why? Why film it? To post it online? If they post it online, it's probably to make you look bad, like you're such a weak man that even though you caught her cheating you still want to be with her. NTA, she was either going for attention or trying to make you look bad. OP, I asked her what she planned to do with the recording and she said she had hoped I'd come to find it funny too and be on board with her posting it on YouTube. Why the F she would think that I would be remotely interested in doing that I will never know. Comment. You made the right decision. Other people don't get to decide what sort of prank goes past your line for pranks. If your ex-GF really was devastated, maybe she'll learn that trying to pull elaborate pranks can backfire on her and she won't do it to other people in the future. OP, thank you. I was going crazy with everyone around me gaslighting me into thinking I am overreacting. Comment. NTA, and you were not comfortable with that and that's okay. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes, I say. Do what you feel is best, and on the other hand there is no reason to strip for a dumb prank like that, lol. And straddling in underwear. That's just disrespectful. OP, this was a whole other thing. I told her they didn't need to strip down to do this, she said she was trying to make it more believable. Comment. So two adults, who were comfortable enough, being in their underwear together and assuming a sex position, think you are overreacting? OP, I can't make it make sense either. Comment. No, that's crossing a line and can be seen as cheating by some TBH. What was the point of the prank? Just to hurt you for shits and giggles? The whole concept of cheating pranks are so stupid. OP, pretty much. That's how I see it too, and she says I am insane for equating it with cheating. Ultimately what led to the breakup was her not realizing how fucked up what she did was. Comment. NTA at all. They were nearly naked doing a prank that was designed to cause you pain. They are at best insensitive idiots, and so are the friends calling it a harmless prank. It's not harmless. That situation is something that causes harm. Especially with how intimate and uncomfortable it felt to see them in that situation, even if it wasn't real, but it was real in a way. They may not have had sex in that instance, but she was in her bra and panties straddling him. Why was she so comfortable doing that? I would never do that with any of my guy friends. They could have kept their clothes on and just made noises while sitting apart behind the closed door. What they did was intimate, so clearly they are comfortable with each other in that way. I am not fully convinced nothing has ever happened. She can be devastated all she wants, but hopefully this serves as a lesson to her to respect the relationship she's in. Move on to someone more mature and ready to be in a committed adult relationship. OP, I never considered it might have been real to some extent. But yeah, come to think of it, I would definitely not have been comfortable if I were in the same position had the roles been reversed. Comment. I'm curious whose idea it was, if it was the ex-GF that's messed up. If it was the friend, it wasn't a prank, he wanted to break you up. OP, apparently they came up with the idea together a few days before they did it. Comment. Easy reality check, if you had done that to her, what would the reaction be? Ask your friends the same thing, NTA. IP, she said she would have been shocked at first of course, but then found it funny. Knowing how jealous she can get, I don't believe it for a minute. Comment. NTA. How does your GF of 2 years not know you well enough to know what you'd find funny? Like, even if you prank all the time with each other, she should know you and what you would find actually funny. If you're not laughing, it's not actually a prank. It's just them hurting you and then blaming you for being hurt. OP, yup. I told her that. She says she wanted to try something new and unexpected and didn't think I would feel so strongly about it. Comment. Never talk to either of these idiots again. Were they gonna put this video online? OP, yeah, that was the plan. Comment. Your friends aren't your friends if they're supporting your ex-girlfriend and saying you're overreacting. Honestly, I wouldn't want people like that around me. And what outcome did the two of them expect? You to be, okay, funny, haha, and be able to move on and trust them both. You walking out is underreacting, and just breaking off the relationship is definitely nowhere near overreacting. A lot of people would have resorted to some form of overreaction with their hands if put in that situation. And yet you were the mature one and walked away. Be proud of yourself and how you handled it. OP, my immediate reaction was shock, which is why I walked away, but as soon as it sunk in I would have gone back and beat him up, and she knows it. She says she wasn't going to let it get that far. Comment. I'd bet this was a prank to throw you off the scent. How comfortable did they seem? OP, too comfortable, and he's not a long-term friend of mine or hers either. We've known him for just over a year. Comment. I hope you show her this thread. NTA. OP, I shared this post with her, him and my friend so they'd get off my case and see what others have to say about this. Comment. NTA. I am curious as to what your supposed friend has to say for himself. How is he justifying your ex grinding on him in their underwear and moaning in pleasure as being funny? Is he claiming that he didn't get at least semi-hard having your ex grinding on top of him? And he can look at you with a straight face and think they did nothing wrong? OP, they say they didn't grind, she just sat on him. Like that makes it any better. Comment. I mean, does she not consider half-naked dry humping a form of cheating? Because many people would. You want to be with a partner you are on the same page with about these things. This prank is cruel and it's also a weird excuse for her to get sexual with a friend. Red flag after red flag. Reading this I assumed you guys were like college kids. 25 is a bit old to be playing these games. OP, I thought I was too old for this shit too. Told her the same thing that she dry humped a guy while half naked in our bed, that is cheating. She insists she just sat there and there was no grinding like that makes a difference. Comment. One more question though, a critical one. Is the guy gay by any chance? OP, no, he is straight. I would have the same reaction even if he were gay though or if she did it with a woman. Her behavior was disrespectful IMO. Comment. OP, you've been with her for how long? 2 years? And she had no idea how this was going to go over with you? That's pretty sketchy. Do you have a wacky weird sense of humor? Does she have a history of doing pranks? I can't see anyone thinking this was a good idea. Why would you do that to someone you love and care about? The whole idea is screwed up enough to show you are NTA for how you reacted. Did the two of them tell any of your other friends ahead of time that they were doing this prank? Someone else suggested they were going to film themselves together when you stepped into the room. Any thoughts that could be possible? What did the mutual male friend do when things blew up? Get dressed and he slink away? What has he had to say to you and your friend group? Edit to ask, is the mutual male friend in a relationship with someone? If so, how's his partner taking to the prank? OP, she mentioned a while ago that she finds these pranks on YouTube and TikTok hilarious, but I never suggested I liked them or watched them or had any interest in being on the receiving end of one. No, they didn't tell anyone. They planned and executed the whole thing themselves. He put on his pants and chased after me just as she yelled, "Bro, it's just a prank." He is single. Friends watched the video and thought it was a funny prank. Comment. What conclusions? If they can fake cheat, what's stopping them from real cheating? Jumping to conclusions IMO would be something like accusing them of lying about recording for a prank. As far as you and we know, it was an insurance policy to gaslight you in case you did catch them. But saying it was disrespectful, poor taste, and just outright cruel isn't jumping to conclusions. It's stating facts. OP, some are accusing her of sleeping with him, which I totally understand, and I can't shake the possibility of it being true. She says she is hurt by this accusation. Comment. Are you still pals with the guy? Or is it just your ex-GF you're mad at? OP, nope. I told him off for partaking in this and cut him off as well. Comment. Did they know that you were home with them? What's the context there? Or did you just walk in and find them? OP, I came home and heard sounds coming from the bedroom. When I walked in I found her on top of him.